Next we came to the Ford Museum in Auburn, Indiana, and we're going to walk in and take a look at some classic Fords.
Really, yeah. Those Lincolns are gorgeous, inside and out. So the 30s are going to
The 32 Ford, 5-window.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty difficult.
32 Ford 5-window without the body on it. (1937) Lincoln Zephyr. 1929 Lincoln Model L sedan. 1940 Lincoln Zephyr convertible. 1934 Ford Deluxe Roadster. 1934 Ford Phelan. 1935 Ford Deluxe 4-door Touring Sedan. 1935 Ford Deluxe 2-door Sedan. 1935 Ford Deluxe Panel Delivery Truck. 1935 Ford Convertible Sedan. Official pace car at the Indy 500. 1949 Ford Deluxe 2-door. 1949 Custom Convertible Coupe. 1950 Custom Deluxe 2-door. 1950 Custom Deluxe Crestliner. 1950 Mercury 2-door. 1951 Mercury Sports Sedan. 1951 Mercury Station Wagon. 1953 Ford Custom 4-door Sedan. 1946 Ford Super Deluxe 4-door Cab. 1946 Mercury Sedan Coupe. 1946 Ford Super Deluxe Sedan Coupe. 1941 Super Deluxe Sedan Coupe. 1940 Deluxe Convertible Club Coupe. 1940 Deluxe 4-door Sedan. 1940 Ford Deluxe Station Wagon. 1932 Ford Model B Station Wagon. 1939 Ford Standard 2-door Sedan. 1938 Ford Standard 5-window Coupe. By the way, most of these had an 85 horsepower engine, 221 cubic inches. All the later ones got up to 100 horsepower and 239 cubic inches. 1937 Ford pickup truck V8. 1937 Ford Cabriolet. 1937 Ford Deluxe 5-window Coupe. 1932 Ford Deluxe Roadster. I got a few things on the wall. A few little trophies. 1937 V8 60 horsepower engine. Here's an 85 horsepower engine, 221 cubic inches. And this is 221 cubic inches, 85 horsepower. I'm going to go into another room in a moment. We're going into Floyd Motors. There's a 1936 85 horsepower, original price $590. Touring sedans, often called bustlebacks because of the trunk profile, suggests an 1890s dress bustle, and a custom trailer. Have trunk wool tour. 1936 Ford Deluxe, 85 horsepower, original price $565. 1936 convertible sedan, 85 horsepower, original price $760. $760 in 1936 is equal to $18,000 today. 1936 Ford Club Cabriolet, 85 horsepower, original price $625. 1936 Ford Deluxe Cabriolet, 221 cubic inches, 85 horsepower, with the rumble seat. Original price $625. 1936 Ford Custom German Glacier Cabriolet, 85 horsepower. Original price is not known. 1936 Ford Deluxe Custom Two-Door Touring Sedan, made out of stainless steel. I'm going to take a little closer look at this one. Six 1936 Deluxe Touring Sedans with stainless steel as a promotional project for the Allegheny Lithium Steel Corporation to showcase the incredible strength and rust resistance of stainless steel. The manufacturing impacts stamping the hard stainless steel body damaged the production dies, making the mass production financially impossible at the time. 1936 Ford Deluxe two-door sedan delivery. (1936) panel delivery. (1936) Ford Deluxe sedan delivery. 1936 Ford station wagon. (1936) pickup truck. Again, 85 horsepower. Original price $500. Might have missed a couple here in the middle. (1936) Ford 5-window coupe. There's a rolling frame, 1936. (1936) Ford Deluxe 3-window coupe. And the last one here, 1936 Ford Deluxe 4-door touring sedan. Early Ford Foundation. (1926) Ford T-Track Roadster. 2 deuces. That's what I had on my first car, is a 51 Ford with 2 deuces. (1927) Model T. 4-cylinder, 20 horsepower. (1941) Ford fire truck. Engine is a 1953 Mercury V8, 255 cubic inches, and I'm sure it had over 100 horsepower. 47 Ford 2-ton cab over wrecker. (239 cubic inches and 100 horsepower. That would be the stock motor. 1952 Ford Crestline 2-door Victoria hardtop. Base price $1,925. 1936 stake bed 1.5 ton pickup. (221 cubic inches and 100 horsepower. 1937 Ford 1.5 ton V8 dump truck. (221 cubic inches and only 85 horsepower. 1936 Ford 1.5 ton dump truck. Again, 85 horsepower. Don't know what year this is. But I'm sure Dave Field would know. Here's a big old compressor in the back, a portable one with a V8 motor. Removed before flight. What in the world is that? Typhoon 1. I'll have to ask somebody on that. I see it says on the side, a gas turbine engine with a hydrostatic transmission. That's got to be a hoot to drive through the farm country field. Now for something more practical for the farm. Here's some different manifolds. I only had a 2-deuce manifold. That's all I could find way back then, but here's a one for 4 2-barrels and a 4-barrel. Here's 3 2-barrels. Very interesting. Here's some of the different dashboards that were in some of these cars. 1940 dashboard, 1950 dashboard, 1953 dashboard, and a 1953 Mercury dashboard. Up here we have a 1936 Ford Dash, a 1937 Ford Dash, and a 1932 Ford Dash, 1938 dashboard, 1939 dashboard, and a 1942 Mercury instrument panel. And a 1942 Mercury Liquimatic engine and transmission. And back here in this little cubby hole, kind of a mock-up garage with a 33 Ford 5 window coupe. There's a flathead engine block. The flathead was known that way because the valves were in the head instead of overhead. Some of the various gaskets and parts, and way up above, tires. Various tools. Engine analyzation equipment. Tire changer. Place for the oil. Fan belts. and a genuine Ford seat.